All right. So, what if the right way was actually the wrong way? I'm using this here from a high level perspective. So, let me make this a little bit more real. We are currently at a time where the systems, the way things get done, have been set based on a certain set of values and a certain set of systems that have either been set up in a way that I'm talking about this too high level. What do I want to say? This is what I want to say. We are now in a place where so many things around us are being challenged in terms of the fundamental beginnings and the ways that they operate as a system. And oftentimes, I see us as trailblazers get caught in the right way to be able to make change. The polite way, the correct way, the polished way, the way that other people would understand, the way that doesn't make anyone feel offended, the safe way, the nice way, the like. There's all these different variations for ways that don't that make us feel safe as individuals as we're navigating it, make us feel that we can still be accepted, and also try our best to help other people feel safe as well. The problem is that uh, it isn't in safety where change lies. It isn't in safety where impact lies. People like the work that is being done. People are putting their lives and their livelihood on the line, and this comes back to the element of in what ways are you playing into the system that you are inherently trying to change? In what ways are you playing into the status quo that you are inherently looking to evolve? I think this is really an important question here. As I say this, I'm going to keep trying to find ways to drill this down even further and further and further. The last time this came up for me was in a coaching conversation that I had where I was talking to someone and they were explaining all the ways they wanted to go about doing things in a polite way or the nice way or like the way that fit order and the way that it was supposed to be done. And I remember talking to this person and just saying, sometimes these the the way that things are supposed to be done is actually just a code to keep you from utilizing your power because this if you did you would be stepping out of bounds. There's an element here of just giving yourself a chance to look at the systems and the rules that you're choosing to play by and ask yourself two questions. Ask yourself these two questions. One, who wins when I choose to play by their rules? And two, who created these rules? Was there someone that had this vision in mind when these rules were created? Was there someone who was looking into a lot of us as trailblazers? We're championing other people, right? Uh, and was there someone in that set up those quote unquote rules that was looking out on behalf of you and those that you champion? And if not, then we have to give ourselves the space to question whether the right way is empirically right or if it has become something that is an accepted right. And if it is accepted, who benefits from it? And then on the other side of it, who loses out? Who loses out from it? To keep this real here, I'm finding for myself, I'm on a pathway of uh, going from being repressing myself in order to be successful, basically hiding and pushing different parts of myself away in order to be accepted, in order to continue to grow my career, in order to be in places where, quite frankly, other Black men just typically didn't even really have access to. And now I'm on going from that place of repression, and I'm on this path of liberation. And through this liberation, there's an element of me that's using the fact that I can be in a lot of different spaces, in predominantly white spaces even, where to expand the status quo of what's accepted. I spent years working in one of the top consulting firms on the planet. I spent years working as a people experience consultant, working with leaders all across the organization to help build culture and cultivate community and help people bring their best selves to work every single day so that they can do their best work every day. I know what it's like, and I know how to say things in a way that can be uh, just really, really well accepted, as long as it fits someone's view of what the right way of getting things done is. The fact is, there are other ways as well, and I just want to like open up some space for you to really explore what are some of the ways that order or the right way, the right approach, the way things should be done are actually just in and of himself another system to keep you repressed or oppressed or from actually making the powerful change that you know that you're here to make. I'll leave it at that. When might the right thing actually be the wrong thing? Curious what your thoughts are. Leave a comment. Let's continue this conversation. I want to know in the next 24 hours. Like, I'm just love to just see for yourself where like one or two places, one or two ways that you think that you need to be in order to be successful, in order to be accepted, so on and so forth. Where are some places there uh, that if you slow down, you might actually be able to find that there's a different path that you yourself would take in order to create success. And then I'm going to ask you the question: are you courageous enough to step into it? Are you courageous enough to try stepping out on that new path there? Because that's the game. It's the game of being able to create, to liberate yourself so you can liberate others. I'd love to know what comes from you. Go ahead, watch this here, take that 24 hours, and then let's go have a conversation. Um, this path of being able to discover what's real for you is something that we explore on a regular basis within our Trailblazer Collective. I'm going to invite you to come go to niiamah.com/collective. And when you're there, fill out an opportunity to come and have a public collective experience where you get a chance to really see what it's like to be supported by others and to practice answering questions like this and others in a space unlike other areas. Why? Because I create a space where there is no right way. There is no right way. This is a place where you can discover what's right for you. This is a place where you can discover how to really articulate and create the spaces where what's right for you can and for others can also live. This is a place for you to be messy as you are trying to figure out how, if I don't have to do it the way that society said I should, then what is the path for me? If I'm not going to do it like everyone else out there, then how do I actually go about doing this? This like that's what we set up the collective for. That's why we call it a courage gym, because it's courageous where every single step beyond the frontier and horizon of what you know, like it requires courage to continue moving forward because no one else has been there, and at least you yourself haven't been there. We have tools, we have exercises, activities, and gatherings to help you navigate how to move forward on that path. And I would love for you to come and really join other trailblazers who are going through and finding out what the right path is for them. And then finding ways to create enough space for other people to also bring their right path to light. Go to niiamah.com/collective. That's NIIAMAH.com/collective. And then come join us at a public collective experience. And we'll continue on from there. Here's the thing. You got this, and we got you. Journey on.